It's my pleasure to introduce Marufa Bhuiyan. She's going to be taking us into the virtual world. So without further ado, let's jump right on it since we're a few minutes behind. Thanks.
Thanks, Ran. Hi, everyone. Here's the mic. Okay. So title of my talk is Virtual Moonbase and Marsbase for 1 million population, how analog astronaut missions can help us to explore the moon and Mars and beyond. So I'm the founder and CEO of Everest Innovation Lab in Hawaii. Also, I work for Hawaiian Astronomical Society, volunteering. The next slide. So Everest is the name of a mountain, but also in Hawaii, we have a lot of mountain strategies and issues and astronomy and politics. So basically, to cover all of them. Okay. Thank you for being here, and sit back tight because we're gonna time travel soon. So here's a summary, content total, why Mars or why Moon, and how to build a team on Earth. I mean, I guess we all know how to do that, and methodology, and results, and some conclusions. And lessons from analog missions. I would like to, I have some pictures. Okay, this looks really busy. So here's the abstract. Can I have the other mic? Okay. Okay, thank you. So our this year's AAC mission is how analog mission allow us to learn from space to improve Earth. So our focus is Earth, but we can learn from analog missions. And then later we can decide we want to leave this Earth or we want to stay here and take care of this Earth. So abstract first 2 sentences, I would read it, and then other sentence, I can break it down in the later slides. So Mars used to be god of war in ancient, like Roman civilization, like Italy, Rome. But in Bengali language, Mars means peace or blessings, Mongol. So I think we lose a lot of context and meaning as we travel from the east to west or west to east. But here I will talk more like real time and imaginary time. So a lot of things like Wheel of Future History, how we see it. Everyone was talking poems, so I was very inspired yesterday, so I can read a few sentences here. I think this poem goes all of you, including myself. It's a mathematical poem on Mars and simulation of our mind. It says like, I will just read a few sentences here. Like, you are the M star, eon of our generation and messenger of peace. Please tell us your stories and dreams and where you'd like to go next. Is it the moon or Mars or Earthbound again? And then here, this is like a sonnet, Shakespeare's poem. I am trying to learn how to write poetry. And then the 4th paragraph says, so the relationship with Mr. X, which began like an opening to the heavens, had sizzled in the middle when I believed that I have outsmarted the gods, finally ended with a rude Earth landing. So back to Eden, then now enjoy your speed of your journey. I don't know what was going on in my mind at the time, but I sent this poem to ISS, a dog and Bob, when they're traveling, you can send your poem to them, so I sent it at the time. So this is our team, Everest Innovation Lab. You can read their bio in their website. And then here, I think we always make friendship, and we have many different circle of friends. Here, some type and other type. So this was the mission I had in 2020 in Utah. I was crew astronomer. I supposed to be astronomer, but I was greenhouse officer taking care of plants. And other crew members are here. And everybody is highly skilled and everybody is very talented. So if you're in a closed room and you, with all this, you just feel temperature hot, you just feel hot or something, I don't know. But this is the crew picture here. And then this was a mission. Last year I was like really astronomer. And then there are other crew members are here. You can see the patch is kind of cool, but my name is written in Bengali, so you cannot read it. It's kind of like hidden scripture. But as I said, we always have big circles. This is the astronomy group at UH. We stargaze under the tree and in the grass, sitting in the grass. So these are more people. So how we build team on Earth. These are some examples of group photo. And here is more. They're like local Hawaiian people. And I'm thankful to Hawaii. Because of Hawaii, I become who I am now. So they like me a lot, I like them, so we work together, but you have to be careful when you talk about their issues sitting on their island, because they will say, you go home. That's their sentence, so anyway. History of Earth. Okay, so where am I? I'm here. So I was born there in Bangladesh. And this is the Earth. I think everybody knows this map. And this is Mars map. I mean, exploration-wise. But when I was born, at that time, we were sending missions to Mars in the 80s, 60s. I mean, so all this exploration we did on Mars, with Earth. But I'm kind of still trying to find myself who I am. So my last name goes back to 14th century. 12th Bhuiyan used to rule the whole Bengal. You see the Bay of Bengal? Because on the Delta, well, now Myanmar refugees kind of taken over our ocean, like 700,000 bastards came and just take over everything there because they don't belong anywhere on Earth. They might come from different planet. But so who I am, so kind of, sometimes I get angry and I'm like, who I am? And then later I'm like, okay, I have to just behave. But then, so 12 here ruled the Bengal. It was such a small space for them. Now so many people, 160 million people. And then we have 1,000 years of exploitations and slavery, and we changed our name, everything changes. But now we are in 21st century, so things might be different. Okay, so where is Mars? This is the sun. It's like a middle-sized star. We have so many stars in the sky. And here is Earth and Moon and Mars. So we are basically trying to go like fourth rock. No, from Earth it's like the second Mars. Moon, okay. And here are other planets. And this is the asteroid belt. Don't forget about that one. Because I love astronomy, so I want to show this sky map. I want to be an artist, I think, because I love drawing constellations, like understand how it changes. So here you see all these, this is Milky Way, and here is Proxima Centauri. So maybe you can travel, but it's not a straight line. It's like a little bit curvy. And maybe it takes 4 light years, 4.2 light years. But then we have so many exoplanets, 5,000 exoplanets, Earth-like planets. And I have a radio, ham radio license, it's 6G. So with ham radio, if you send a signal, it's like it travels at the speed of light. So basically you can send a signal to anywhere in this whole universe. And then I have here quantum entanglement theory. I was listening to this Nobel Prize winner, and he had this story I remember, I wouldn't like to share. So imagine you have 2 different color balls, and one is red and another is green, and you put them in black box, and then keep them separate light years away. So when you open one box in our galaxy, Milky Way, and you see, well, it's black and you don't see anything. When you open the box, you see it's red. Instantly you will know, even though the other box is in Proxima Centauri, you will know that other box is green because condition is given. So it's like quantum entanglement, like a lot of things are very simple if we think that way. Why Mars? Some people say, oh, Mars doesn't have this, Moon doesn't have atmosphere. My question is, why not? Like, if we don't go there, we want the robots to take over the whole universe, or what do you want? Like since our childhood, we imagine and dream Moon and Mars and agricultural guardian and controls the tide, all these things. And I was there in MDRS. This was our crew, big crew. You might know some of them. But this poem I like, but it's like, am I really going there, or maybe in my imagination, or is it like in reality? So I was there last year, and this book, 8 Days to Mars, if somebody handle you this brochure, like, okay, you have this, and after 8 days, you'll go to Mars or Moon. Will you be happy? Like, okay, I'm gonna go. And then what? Come back and take care of Earth? Or do we do it every day? So after I read this book, we were like cleaning this dome over there with Shannon Rupert there. But this article, I saved it for a long time. It says, welcome to Mars. So this crew, they're going to Mars. And imagine on their interplanetary travel, one of their rocket's thruster is not working. So by the time we get signal in Earth, they would either turn into dust or maybe interplanetary species. Maybe they will reach there. So communication is important. And here there was one sentence that really caught my attention. It says, ESA, European Space Agency, and Russia is planning to send a mission to Mars, which will be like 45 days. I still have to do research, like what does it mean, like 45 days? Because currently we know like it takes 6 months. So, okay, so now we revisit Mars as a peace planet, because that's my learning from my childhood. We know Mars as a peace, not like a war. So now we revisit as a peace planet, and like, how do we settle down there? Like, do we settle down there as the kings and queens, like we did on Earth, and make our statues there and wear big long dresses and hats? Or do we set up like a same democratic society? Like, what would be the governance structure? So this is the MDRS mission. So our everyday theme was like suit, boot, radio, life support, gloves, go. And it was quite learning because we were doctor on Mars. And so there was like problems were created and you have to solve it. And I didn't know most of them when I was there. So it was interesting experience. And this was my first mission. Okay, so what are the methodologies? So we are targeting here 1 million people. So let's say one leader can manage 1,000 people. So we need 1,000 leader. If you can do like multiply 1,000 is 1 million people. It's pretty simple basically. So, and then what do we need? Do we need artists, scientists, engineers? So we have all these positions there, and I don't know where I fit, because I don't know if I'm a scientist, or because self-actualization is important, and how do you want to spend your time on other celestial object and what you want to do. So so that's number one methodology. Number two methodology for, how much time do I have? Oh, is it like already 20 minutes? Okay, so I'll quickly go. So time and space, 4 minutes left? Okay, so I put myself with these people, and I say both imaginary time and real time exist at the same time. Because calculus we did long time ago. And all these calendars also exist at the same time. And there's other methodology. If you look at problem linearly, you cannot solve, so you have to look at district level. So these are some pictures, basically in the mission, everybody observing everybody and trying to understand our attitude. And so here's more pictures from the mission. There are more pictures. I'm trying to get ready. Here's more pictures. Here's more photos. But the last day of simulation, I woke up with like tremendous, like, what is this? Are we living in a simulated world? And this was HiSea's mission. I want to say a few words, because on the 4th day I left, because I felt like I don't want to be an astronaut. I would rather just lay down in the beach. Because stupidity and genius, there is no limit, you know? So I just needed to save my life, so I left 4th day. So there's so timeline. This paper has a timeline, like kind of like lunar mission. If you're interested, you can read this paper or talk to me later. And how we do biomanufacturing on Mars. It's very scientific here. And this is strategy 2 would be like location based. Like where are the resources? And this is about moon, and Artemis mission has already planned out. This is like a billion-dollar industry. So third would be like by projects. My ancestors used to govern, so I have interest in governance. So, but Future Cafe is something interesting. When you put yourself in a quadrant, like where do you belong? So right now I see myself more like ancestral house in Hawaii, more like a royal family, but I could be in a glass house. Depends if you want to like interstellar journey. And then for one capital, like how do you imagine our city state there? Do we need universities, schools? So these are the things we would need. And typical Martian city would look like that. And habitat designs, we might have to go underground. Also take care of radiation. And I love this topic, like interplanetary communication. Nikola Tesla spent a lot of research on that. So, and also I have interest in creating a calendar for Moon and Mars. I'm working on that. But these are the things to do, basically, to understand digital superintelligence and artificial intelligence and classified information. But this is my conclusion. Basically, GRAIN is an acronym, stands for genetics, robotics, AI, and nanotechnology would be like strictly monitored and controlled on Earth or Mars or anywhere else. And I think Biosphere 2, I really learned a lot from here. We can create, the idea is to create similar type of infrastructure. And then okay, so we might need to tweak our DNA, because if it goes in a different direction, and brain-to-brain interface is important. We need intellectual engagement, and planetary defense is also necessary. Wisdom could be a tool for leadership choices, and inspiring the next generation of scientists and explorers would be necessary. I think. Thank you.